Hi there guys, welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin, and hello stranger if this is your first video. I've been busy today, the postman came and went, and I had this little package here and I finally got round to opening it. So I know what it is, I've been waiting for this for ages. So here we go, I've got flyer, 2 CDs and a t-shirt. Let's open these first. Right, where's do I begin? This is basically, I thought I was pretty much done with Swedish Death Metal, and you know, not that I dislike it in any way, but I just felt it had gone a bit formulaic, shall we say, and I didn't think there was going to be anything that was going to surprise me, and that was fine. You know, and I thought I was going to stick to what I knew, like what I know, and that would be that. More for me, because this band have kicked my ass in the last month or two, and that band is, I'll get into it, cut to the chase, Demonical. So it was this first album, Chaos Manifesto. I've got a few details here because they've been going since 2006, so you know, they've been going for a while, but in the big picture of metal, they're fairly new. 2006 isn't, we're still waiting for bands, you know, what was it, 14 years, that's a tall album, you know. So yeah, this first album, I'm just trying to unpack it, and Chaos Manifesto, I come across it a couple of months ago. I think it was being mentioned on a podcast. I think it was the Hell's Headbangers one, Hellcast, and they mentioned it, spoke pretty well of it, and I heard it on YouTube or the Bandcamp, one of the two. Kept it on my wish list on Discogs, and thought nothing more of it. I just waited for the right deal to come along. What I normally try and do is get a few things together to justify postage, packaging. Left it there. Again, thought nothing of it. Occasionally listen to it, and yeah, I'll get it at some point when I get round to it. And then out of nowhere, this year, just about a month or two, well, about a month ago, it came out that they've got this new album, and so I went on to Bandcamp, saw that this was for sale as well, so I thought, fuck it, let's go for the whole hog, let's get both CDs, t-shirt as well. So very happy with this, and I'm very excited about opening this up, and I've been listening to it for the last couple of weeks on and off on Bandcamp anyway, because I got the download before, you know, the download's on release day, and they take a while to ship out and all the rest of it. Plus, with our current predicament, everything moves slightly slower. I'm trying not to. Oh my god! Oh wait, I'll come back to that. So this is Chaos Manifesto. Right, what's good about this band? I might as well get into it now, because both different. They're not really that different from each other, to be honest. That's the actual album cover. It's just a slipcase. Right, what is good about Demonical? They are just fucking awesome, basically. They are, I'll hold that up a bit more, you know, so you get the idea. They do Swedish death metal, simple as that really, but, you know, again, I was thinking, what else? They're not the most original band in the world, but nor are they trying to be. They just do really, really good Swedish death metal. And what do I mean by that? Well, you've got the absolute pow, like just hits you, the volume, the noise, and you've got exactly what you want from you've got that chainsaw guitars, really good grinding riffs, pummeling drums, good different changes of pace throughout the album, good little balance, and what's wonderful about it all is that it all intertwines with melody. It just, lots of good licks, lots of good leads, and lots of just really good melodies, just tying it all together, and it's just like this wonderful tornado of shredding, melodic, brutal metal goodness, and it's fantastic. Demonical, World Domination, and oh dear, it's one of them ones. We'll get there, folks. We'll get there. So, oh right. Oh fucking hell. Here we go. Right. That's the actual album cover. Just in case you're interested as well, this is Nephobia playing in the background of Hell. One of the most expensive pieces in my collection, and I've just ordered the reissue. Can you believe it? All that money. Finally got hold of a copy and they fucking reissue it. But it's got all liner notes and photos and bonus tracks and all that good stuff, so I'm going to be comparing the two. I've got a nice little pile of CDs here actually, and I'm going to be doing a collection update soon, but this deserves a video on its own. So yeah, Demonical, World Domination. Where do we go from, you know? Again, this album, it pretty much picks up where the last album left off. We've got a new vocalist on this album. Here's the band there. And a old drummer has returned to the band as well, apparently. Yeah, it's not that much. It kind of picks up where the last album left off, really. Opening track, let's have a quick look. The opening track, My Kingdom Done. I think that's probably the best place to start. It's just 4 minutes of just utter battery, really, and you'll get all you need from that, really. That will tell you what you're in for. Hellfire Rain is a nice little, it's got a bit of like a punk sort of D beat to it, you know, as it goes along. Really good sort of punky vibe to it, and sort my fucking barnet out, and but then it kind of breaks down in the middle and goes really slow and melodic. It's really good. And then Aeons of Death, the third track, that is my favourite song at the moment. It's like this, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's slow, but like a dun 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 dun, you know, and then this fantastic melody kicks in. It goes, yeah, carries on, and it just rings in your head for ages. It's just fantastic stuff, and it's got like this real sort of mid-paced, mighty vocals as well. The new vocals, both vocalists are fantastic. They both do their job fantastically, and yeah, just, you know, when someone just does it right, they're not reinventing the wheel, but they just perfect the recipe. You know, they just do it properly. And like I say, I've not really been that bothered about, you know, that archetype Swedish death metal. I've really not been bothered by a band like this in ages. And yeah, this it's made me want to go back and check out the band's catalogue actually. And it weren't just the other day I ordered another one of their albums, an older one. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called Death Infernal. Let me just pick. Yeah, that's the one. Death Infernal. I ended up ordering that as well recently. So who knows? I'll probably end up going back and getting the whole catalogue if them two albums are anything to go by. But here's the T-shirt. Look at that. How metal is that? Nothing on the back. Another black T-shirt with a skull on it. What more do you need, eh? Yeah, so let's carry on with this album. Fourth and fifth track as well has this sort of, you know, like really sort of scatty lead on it at the beginning. All the songs are fantastic. Everything you want. Again, like I said at the beginning, you've just got that. Everything is just perfectly paced and perfectly set out, and just everything just keeps moving, and everything is interesting, and nothing outstays its welcome either. There's just no fucking about on this album. There's not an ounce of fat on it. There's not a song that goes over 6 minutes. You've got the longest song, I think it's about 5 minutes 50 seconds. That's that's like the epic on it, you know. Everything just boom straight away. 8 tracks. One little twist on it actually. The second from last track has a guest vocalist on it. I'm just going to quickly look it up. Yeah, you got clean vocals. So yeah, second from last song. You're thinking, bloody hell, where does this come from? I thought it was the actual vocalist, but no, it's Niels Patrick Johansson, who's put out a couple of. He's with Astral Doors, Lion's Share. He's done a couple of solo albums, Wuthering Heights, and what else has he been in? Civil War. Civil War, a band with a lot of ex-members of Sabaton, I believe, and Richard Anderson's Space Odyssey. So the guy's got a lot under his belt, and yeah, it's all clean vocals. And then when our main man kicks in with the raw, it's really mighty as well. So yeah, this is fantastic, awesome death metal from Sweden, in the Swedish way of doing things. I'm going to try and get this out one more time, just so you can see. This is going to be a pain in the arse, this slipcase, I can tell that much. Let's get this out one more time, because that you're not going to be able to see. You're going to have to that's the one that's showing everywhere, so that's, try and get that for you. That's Demonical, and it's World Domination. So take that, you know, that classic archetype laid down by the first Entombed album, and I guess Dismember. If you like those 2 albums, but you like, you know, that sort of modern touch as well, so you think, if you're I'll tell you one thing, yeah, if you are a little underwhelmed by At the Gates post reunion albums, this is the one for you. This one is fantastic. Think The Haunted at their best. Think At the Gates, you know, you're getting the pitch now. Think In Flames when they were a metal band. Remember that? Yeah, you long for those days. We all long for those days. But this is what it brings back. It's that classic, the archetype laid down by, you know, Entombed with the chainsaws, shredding guitars, Dismember with the melody and the heavy metal, just all round goodness that Dismember gave, with the modern production and the modern punch of the Haunted. I'm talking Haunted Made Me Do It, maybe Revolver, the heavier parts of Revolver, but think Marco Aro, is that his name, Marco Aro? You know, Marco, from the big guy, from when the Haunted and Metal, you know, before the other guy tried to turn him into Toll. And yeah, you get it, At the Gates. Good In Flames, good Haunted, good Entombed, or metal, you know, the more death metal version of Entombed, and a bit of Dismember, and that whole Swedish thing, but done properly, done right, and it's made me enthusiastic again. And yeah, fantastic album, both of these. Really excited about this band. And yeah, so Chaos Manifesto and World Domination. It is Domination, isn't it? Yeah, World Domination. Demonical. Check them out. This is definitely on my album of the year list. This is definitely going to be in the top 10. Absolutely guarantee it. So, thought I'd tell you about that. I hope you're enjoying the channel. We're still pretty new. And yeah, other things coming up. Obviously, we've got the Maiden cast on Friday. If you're new to the channel, I'm doing a series at the moment where I'm going through all the Iron Maiden albums and everything in between. We had Bruce Dickinson's first solo album, Tattooed Millionaire, last week. This Friday we're going back to Iron Maiden and we're doing No Prayer for the Dying. Doing another series where we're going through hardcore and punk albums with my good friend Percy Wise. Check that out as well. We got the Let's Talk About series. I did a new one just yesterday for Dark Angel, where I go for a band's whole catalogue. I've got an underrated show, and I've got a thing where I'm doing now British Steel, where I go through what I consider a classic British album that's a little less obvious. The first one was Stamping Ground, Carved from Empty Words, and the next one I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So that'll be up in the next day or so, and that's going to be Polkus Greed. So lots going on. If you're new to the channel, check stuff out. And if you're with me anyway, you know, and more good stuff coming up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care everyone, stay safe, stay metal, take care.